Now we're really going to get into quadratic equations. The zero product property is kind of a common sense property. It says if A times B is equal to 0, then either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. You've been doing this with numbers. You've known that 2 times 0 is 0, and 0 times 1 is 0. The zero product property reverses that and says if you get this product to be 0, then either one of the terms or both are equal to 0. Now we're going to use some words fairly interchangeably. I'm going to ask for roots, and what that means is find the zeros. When I ask for zeros, that means find the zeros. When I say find the solutions or solve, that means find the zeros. We're going to take our function, whatever it is, and we're going to set it equal to 0. And we're going to factor it into terms. And then we're going to set the first term equal to 0, and then the second term equal to 0. So let's look at this problem right here. X squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Well, let's do our basic factoring. I want the first entry in each parentheses is going to be x, and I need to multiply to be 6. Now, what multiplies to be 6? 1 and 6, 2 and 3. They both need to be positive, or they both need to be negative, because this term right here is positive. Because this term right here is negative, I know they both need to be negative. So when I add them, this is negative 7, and this is negative 5. So that tells me I want these two terms right here. So what this tells me is either x minus 2 is equal to 0, or x is equal to 2, or x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x is equal to 3. So what are the solutions for the quadratic equation 5x squared plus 30x plus 14 is equal to 2 minus 2x? All right, so what we're going to need to do is get all of these terms on the other side. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides, and then add 2x. All right, so this becomes 5x squared. I'm going to put it over here, plus 32x plus 12 is equal to 0. Now I need to factor this. Let's use California method. 5 times 12 is 60. So what are the factors of 60? Well, 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15. Now, the final term is positive and the middle term is positive, so I know they're both going to be added. They're both going to be positive, so when I add these, I get 61, 32, and there's my answer. You can really stop. So this is 5x divided by 2 divided by 30. So this becomes 5x over 2, and this simplifies to x over 6. So this quadratic becomes 5x plus 2 times x plus 6. And we want to set that equal to 0. So that tells me 5x plus 2 equals 0, or x is minus 2/5, or x plus 6 equals to 0, or x is equal to negative 6. Those are the solutions to our quadratic equation. So what if I have this situation? What are the solutions to this quadratic? Well, I want to get the 15 to either side. So 2x squared plus 7x minus 15 equals 0. So 2 times 15 is 30. So what are the factors of 30? 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. Now I know it's the last number is negative, so 1 needs to be positive, 1 needs to be negative. The middle term here is positive, so the larger one needs to be positive, so this one needs to be negative. So when I add them, this is 29, 13, and 7, so I can stop. This one's 1, you can finish it. So this is 2x divided by negative 3 and 2x divided by 10. Simplifying this, this is 2x divided by negative 3 and x divided by 5. So this becomes 2x minus 3 times x plus 5, and that is set equal to 0. So 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x equals 3/2, or x plus 5 is equal to 0, so x is equal to negative 5.